Okay, where a lot of employee surveys go wrong is that HR leaders feel like they need to make up the questions. And when you do that, a few things happen without you even realizing it. When I used to help clients with this work, I used to look at the questions they asked and go, okay, I love you for the action you took. There's nothing wrong with you, but we're never gonna make up the questions again. Because what happens is questions overlap, the wording gets confusing, and employees aren't really sure what you're really asking. And then you end up with a big pile of data that's hard to take action on. Everybody gets overwhelmed. You're just not a professional survey firm. You are a people leader and an enablement leader whose job is to get the root of what's holding the business back. But here's the super good news. The best survey questions have already been researched back. They've already been figured out. I'm actually gonna do a whole series on this. We're gonna talk about engagement surveys versus pulse surveys versus ENPS and manager surveys. We'll talk about cadence and we'll get you super clear on what questions to ask because I also have a bunch of templates for you. I'll even teach you how to make sure employees are excited to take it and they're honest in what they say, and how to make sure you keep your head when all the negative feedback comes back. But if you want to ask one simple question that you can ask right now to your workforce, and it will create instant clarity and drive very clear action, you're just going to ask one question. What's the number one thing that's getting in the way of your best work? Because it's open-ended, it's easy for employees to answer. And then when you read the responses, patterns show up really fast. There's going to be any combination of some manager issues, you have tool issues, training gaps, communication bottlenecks, process bloat, or some kind of decision-making delays. One of those things is going to be the clear winner. Whatever's actually slowing down your business will surface. That's the whole point of a survey. Most companies have a disengaged workforce and they can't grow or scale at the rate that they want to. They miss their revenue targets and they have a bunch of turnover and their culture becomes super toxic. But it's all related because they don't actually know what's getting in the way of their employees' best work. If you ask the right questions, and in this case, one question, then you can do something about it. I'm really glad this person asked this question. I don't know if it was an employee or a leader, but I've seen both sides. And I have empathy for both sides. If you're an employee at a regular organization, this is why surveys are sometimes confusing. Your HR leader cares a lot, but they're exhausted. And for you in HR, you're not crazy. Nobody taught you how to do this. I'll teach you. I'll break down the survey formats over the next couple days and best practices for doing this at scale. And I promise you, it's a lot easier than you think. Don't worry.